What up, guys? Justin Morgan here. I'm trying to figure out now how to get this off. I can't get my phone. Okay, there it goes. It's been a while since I did any of the follow-up videos on Greek, and, I had a good excuse. I was, almost died. I was in the hospital. But, I got out of the hospital, and it's been over a month, and I never came back to it. So I figured it's probably a good time. I have continued studying modern Greek, and that's been really good. I've been studying Hebrew now for modern Hebrew for several years, and before that I had studied a lot of liturgical Hebrew, or I didn't really study it, I just memorized it and said it for synagogue services and things like that. But I'm thinking that now is a good time to get back to this. We had done verses 1 through 10 in the Gospel of John. And so I figured that it would be good to kind of review that. And verses 1 through 10 is kind of the prologue to the Gospel of John. And I think that's probably a good place to stop there and then move on to 1 John. And the reason is because if we go through 1 John, then I can probably start doing, more than one verse per day. And, it's by the same author. So because it's by the same author, he might use a lot of the same vocabulary, because that's kind of how people work. We use the same vocabulary, person to person. And then, so there's that. And it's a shorter book, so it gives us a more realistic goal than going through the entire Gospel of John, which has, I was trying to go to it, but I keep hitting the wrong button. It has 21 chapters, and I just went to chapter 21, which was not my intention. Okay, go back to John chapter 1. The links for this and some other things, I have not been using the flashcard system, the Quizlet thing that I post, but if you guys like that, you can. I think I'm probably just going to steer clear of flashcards. I don't really like doing them. I'd rather read these things in sentences and review them that way. But, however, whatever works best for people is fine. But anyways, I'm just going to review the first 10 verses for today. It's been a while since I did them, and I'm just kind of doing this video off the cuff, so to speak. So we'll see how well my Greek plays out with this. So going phrase by phrase, since we've already done the vocabulary individually, word by word, going through all of these sections, we have enarchi in o logos. In the beginning was the word. Enarchi in o logos. Ke o logos in prostontheon. And the word was with God. Ke o logos in prostontheon. And the word was with God. Ke theos in o logos. And God was the word. Ke theos in o logos. Utos in enarchi prostontheon. He was in the beginning, or he was in beginning with God. Utos in enarchi prostontheon. Verse 3. Panta diapto igeneto. All things through him came into being. Panta diapto igeneto. All things through him came into being. So we get that word igeneto. It kind of reminds me of the word Genesis. We get, in all Hebrew things, and I should do a Hebrew course since I actually speak Hebrew dramatically better than I know any Greek. But we get the word, in Hebrew, when you take things, usually like the book of Genesis, we know it as Genesis in English, or from the Septuagint, Genesis. But in Hebrew, things are usually done by the first few words. So the meaning of the book of Genesis in Hebrew, we don't say Genesis, we say Bereshit. Be meaning in, and Rashit meaning beginning. So in the beginning, Bereshit. So instead of having the book of Genesis, in the Hebrew Bible, you have the book of Bereshit, or Sefer Bereshit. But so in Greek, though, this igeneto is like the genesis, the beginning, the start, whatever. It came into being. But I'm not sure exactly the wording of that. I just can hear that they're connected. So sorry, there's a little bit of a tangent, but a little bit of history on Bible stuff here. Verse 3, Panta diaphto igeneto, all things through him came into being. Ke huris afto igeneto ude en oiegonon. And without him came into being not even one thing that has come into being. Ke horis afto igeneto ude en oiegonon. Verse 4. En afto zoin. In him life was. En afto zoin. Ke izoin to fuston anthropon. And the life was the light of men. Ke izoi, and the life, I to fuston anthropon, was the light of men. Verse 5. Ke to phos en tiskotia fine, ke iskotia afto u katalaven. So, verse 5, ke to phos, and the light, en tiskotia, in the darkness, fine, shines. Ke iskotia afto u katalaven, and the darkness it not overcame. So just that whole verse now. Ke tofus en tiskotia fine, ke iskotia afto u katalaven. Right? U katalaven, did not overcome. Verse 6, I almost read the English. Eiegonon anthropos apostalmenos para theu. There came a man having been sent from God. Igeneto anthropos apostalmenos para theu. Unama afto Ioannis. The name to him was John. Unama afto Ioannis. Verse 7. Utos ilthin is martyrian. He came as a witness. Utos ilthin is martyrian. Ina martyrisi peri tu photos, that he might testify concerning the light. Ina martyrisi peri tu photos. Ina pantas pistiosusin diaftu, that all might believe through him. Ina pantas pistiosusin diaftu, that all might believe through him. Uk in iconos tophos, not was he the light. Uk in iconos tophos, al in martyrisi peri tu photos, al, but that he might witness concerning the light. Al ina martyrisi peri tu photos. Verse 9. In to phos to alithinon, was the light true? In to phos to alithinon, was the light true? O photisi panta anthropon. O photisi panta anthropon, who enlightens every man. So we're saying, was the light true who enlightens every man? So in English, we would probably translate that saying, he was the true light who enlightens every man. O photisi panta anthropon, who enlightens every man. Ergemonon is ton cosmon, coming into the world. Ergemonon, coming. Ergemonon is ton cosmon. Verse 10, En to cosmo in the world he was, En to cosmo Ke o cosmos di αυτοεγένετο, and the world through him came into being. Ke o cosmos di αυτοεγένετο, Ke o cosmos αυτόν ουκ έγνω, and the world him not knew. Ke o cosmos αυτόν ουκ έγνω. And that actually goes past, so that's the end of what we've covered so far. Tomorrow, this is just a review. I will probably go back and do at least these videos 3 times a week or more, and just try to keep up with that schedule. So, I apologize if you were following along before and you got sidetracked because of me, but we've mostly covered a large part of that introductory section, and beginning in the next time I do one of these Greek videos, I will pick it up with the epistle of John, beginning 1 John. So you guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you in another Greek video coming real soon, and maybe I'll consider doing a Hebrew series as well.